Good morning, students. In my last video, we discussed about male reproductive system. Now today we will discuss about female reproductive system. If we look at the female reproductive system, it consists of paired ovaries, accessory ducts. Accessory ducts include fallopian tubes and uterus. And there is an external genitalia. External genitalia has four parts: mons pubis, vestibule, hymen, and clitoris, which I will discuss later on. Let's discuss first about ovaries. In human female, ovaries are the primary sex organs which produce ovum or the female gamete and steroid hormones like estrogen and progesterone. We will discuss later on about the importance of these hormones. You must know that ovaries, here there is a paired ovaries, these are located on both sides of the lower abdomen. Each ovary is about 2 to 4 centimeter in length and is connected to the pelvic wall and uterus by ligament. So here there is a ovarian ligament. Each ovary is covered by thin epithelium which encloses the ovarian stroma. Later on we will discuss about the internal part of the ovary. That is, we will discuss the section of ovary where I will discuss about the oogenesis. You must know that ovary contains group of cells to which we call Graafian follicles, and each follicle carries a centrally located ovum. So later on when I will discuss about the oogenesis, I will discuss about the section of ovary, along with that the structure of Graafian follicle. Now let's move to the next part, that is accessory ducts or the duct system. In human female, there are paired fallopian tubes and uterus. Uterus opens into the vagina through cervix. So let's first discuss about fallopian tube. Dear students, if you look at this diagram, you will find that in fallopian tube, there are basically three parts. This funnel-like structure to which we call infundibulum. Then there is a swollen part to which we call ampulla, and there is a long portion to which we call isthmus. At the end of the infundibulum, there are finger-like structures to which we call fimbriae. Fimbriae helps to collect the ovum released by the ovary every month. And you must know that the inner lining of the fallopian tube has ciliated epithelium that helps to push the egg towards the uterus. Now let's discuss about the uterus. Uterus is a bag-like structure which is about 7.5 centimeter long and 5 centimeter wide. It is just like an inverted pear. It is supported by ligaments attached to the pelvic wall. If you look at the structure of the uterus, that part of the uterus is known as the fundus, and then middle body and the terminal cervix, and that cervix is open into the vagina. If we talk about the wall of the uterus, to which we call uterine wall, further it has three layers. The outermost is known as, now listen carefully, the outermost, that is the external, is known as perimetrium, which is the thin layer and is protective in function. The middle one is known as the myometrium, which is having a thick layer of smooth muscles which facilitates during the parturition. That is, the act of giving birth to the fully developed fetus. And the innermost is known as the endometrium, which is highly vascularized. Later on, when I will discuss about the menstrual cycle, you must know that every month the endometrial wall grows in size and get highly vascularized. Dear students, you must know that the lining of the vagina has a sensitive papillae, or to which we call Bartholin's glands. The secretion of the Bartholin glands lubricate the penis during sexual act. So you can say that Bartholin's glands are analogous to the Cowper's gland in case of male. As in male, Cowper's gland lubricate the penis. Same in case of females, in the vagina there are Bartholin's gland. I'm repeating, Bartholin's gland, which lubricates the vagina as well as provide alkalinity in the vagina. Now, so we have discussed till now about the ovaries. Accessory ducts consist of fallopian tubes and uterus. Now let's move to the external genitalia. Like in case of male, the external genitalia is penis. In case of human female, the external genitalia is also known as vulva. It consists of the cushiony portion, the above portion, to which we call mons pubis, and then there is vestibule. Vestibule is a median channel. It has outer folds, which are the bigger one, to which we call labia majora, and the inner ones, to which we call labia minora. So labia majora is large, fleshy, fatty and hairy outer folds, surrounds vaginal opening. Labia minora is small, thin and hairless inner folds. Just above the labia minora, here you can see there is a clitoris, which is a highly sensitive organ lying just in the front of the urethral opening. So here you can see the urethral opening. So here there is a urethral opening. Just above it there is a clitoris, which is very sensitive area. And this pinkish area which I have shown, this is the labia minora. This one the labia majora. And this is the opening of the vagina. In the younger female, the vaginal opening is covered by a thin flap to which we call hymen. Now, hymen is a membrane which partially covers the vaginal opening. It is often torn during the first coitus, or it can also be broken by a sudden fall or jolt, insertion of a vaginal tampon, active participation in some sports items. In some women, hymen persists even after coitus. So, in our society, hymen is considered as the indicator of the virginity. But in case of sports person, where maybe accidentally hymen may get broken down without any sexual intercourse. So we can't consider hymen as the reliable indicator of the virginity. So that's all about the female reproductive system. So let me just conclude, that is discuss about again about the female reproductive system. So human female reproductive system consists of paired ovaries, which are attached to the uterus through ovarian ligament. There are accessory ducts, which consist of fallopian tubes and the uterus. Fallopian tubes have three parts: infundibulum, ampulla and isthmus. And you must know that ampullary isthmus junction is the site for fertilization, where egg and sperms meet. The inner lining of the fallopian tube has ciliated epithelium, which helps to push the egg forwards towards the uterus. So uterus is a bag-like structure or inverted pear shaped. Uterine wall consists of three layers: perimetrium, myometrium and the innermost highly vascularized endometrium. The opening of the uterus is known as the cervix, which further opens into the vagina. Vagina consists of Bartholin's glands, which are analogous to Cooper's gland. And there is an external genitalia which has four parts: the above cushiony portion, mons pubis, then vestibule, which consists of folds like labia majora, labia minora. Then there is a thin flap to which we call hymen, which covers the vaginal opening, and very sensitive area just above the urethral opening to which we call clitoris. So that's all about the female reproductive system. In my later videos, I will discuss about oogenesis, section of ovary, and the hormones released by ovary. Thank you.